What's going on, everybody? Sabers here, and today I'm going to be going over the new enemies in Vermintide 2. Now, I do say new because I'm not going to go super in-depth on like clan rats, Skaven slaves, storm vermin, stuff like that, because they're in the first game. We can assume they're going to be the same because they seem to do their job. Obviously, there might be minor differences in like animations and whatnot, but I don't think there's going to be that much difference. So, we're going to start off and go through all the dev blogs here of what has been released, and the first one was the original release called the Dark Pact, and this is where they introduced that the Chaos Warriors were going to fight with the Skavens, with the Skaven, and the first two that we got were the Chaos Warrior and the Chaos Spawn. Chaos Warrior, gonna be just like a Storm Vermin, I assume larger, based on what we saw in the Carillion gameplay trailer. These guys did look bigger than Storm Vermin, probably going to be more heavily armored, maybe more damage, however they look like they will be slower. So I think just a different variation, hopefully not a carbon copy, and that would be pretty cool. Next, Chaos Spawn, probably the same thing as the Rat Ogre, but again, probably some variation, not a carbon copy hopefully. It looks like, well, you can assume that's going to have higher attack but lower health. It does obviously have more health than like a regular rat or something, or in the future we'll get to the little guys for the chaos, but I assume higher damage than the ogre but maybe less health. Next one, we've got Plague Monk, Storm, and the STORMFIEND. Plague Monk looks like a gutter runner, however it's not. Based on what I can discern from reading this, it's not going to be some character that jumps on you, stabs you all on the ground, blah blah blah. It's going to be more in the fray with the clan rats and Skaven slaves. However, it'll just be higher damage. It will probably have similar health, or maybe more health, just as more of a like balance thing. But it seems like it'll have higher damage output, based on what it says here and also what we know about Plague Monks. STORMFIEND, beefed up Rat Ogre with WARPFIRE throwers and a big weak spot on its back. So it's going to be tough when you can't really get around it, I feel like, because it's got more armor. It's got armor on the head, and in various other places. However, from what we can discern from here, it'll be pretty weak from the back, so that's what you're going to want to do when facing this thing. Next, Chaos Marauder, probably the coolest new enemy that I'm most excited for, because it comes with classes of its own, which is, in my opinion, something that it really makes the game in depth. Because if you just had regular Chaos Marauders like this, it would get boring, right? Because slaying clan rats all day gets boring because there's no variation in them. However, Chaos Marauders have Raider, Bulwark, Savage, and Mauler, which is, I can assume they're all going to have different fighting styles, different weaknesses, different strengths, and all that. So Raider is what we see here, just the sword, regular armor, nothing special, probably what you're going to see the most. Bulwark, Marauder with a shield, so we can assume they're going to have a sword and a shield, not just a shield. So these guys are going to be harder to kill, and you're probably going to need to flank them. I assume that they're going to be able to block your attacks fully, or if you, it's like with your blocks, if you hit them and they run out of quote-unquote stamina, their blocks are going to break, and then you'll be able to hit them. Savage, I assume, are like the Plague Monks here. They're dual wielding, high damage, low health or armor. And then Mauler, I assume, it's not going to be the same as the Chaos Warrior, but it's going to be similar in that they have a great weapon, probably slower, and have more heavily armored. So these guys are going to be super cool. I can't wait to actually see the huge variation in these guys. There is a little in the Carillion trailer, but it's kind of hard to tell. I really want to play and see what exactly is going on with these guys. Next, we've got the Bile Troll, and the Rat Ogre's on here too. We're going to skip the Rat Ogre. Everyone was the Rat Ogre. Big beast, lots of damage, high health. Bile Troll, I feel like it's a bit of a bait that they're putting these two together, because I think they want you to think these are this like similar, but I feel like the Bile Troll is going to be more different than the similar. I don't know. I don't see these two going together. I see Chaos Spawn going with Rat Ogre instead. But the Bile Troll is the first enemy in Vermintide that is going to regenerate. Trolls generally in lore have the ability to regenerate when they're not getting constantly attacked. So if you hit this guy a bunch and then you have to run away for one reason or another, it's gonna come back with regeneration. You're not exactly gonna want to leave this thing alone for too long, or else you're probably gonna lose to it. So this will be interesting. It's a new dynamic, new mechanic, pretty cool. Looks like in this picture it's just gonna be a big lumbering, huge swings, lots of damage, but we'll have to see. Next up, Warpfire Thrower, something I'm super hyped about. It's very similar to the Poison Wing Globadier, obviously just with a different type of weapon. It's gonna be heavily armored. Warpfire is kind of like napalm. It'll stick on the ground and it'll zone you off pretty well, so you're gonna want to kill these guys quick so they don't trap you somewhere. And if you get stuck in a small room or a small hallway with one of these guys shooting down at you, it's probably not going to be very fun. And then we've got Poison Wing Globadier and Ratling Gunners. They're paired together because they're all fairly similar, but these two I assume will be the same. This one we've got Gutter Runner and Packmaster. Nothing really different, I'm thinking. Updated models, new animations, nothing big there. This one, which is the newest dev blog, talks about Vile Magic, which is the Chaos Sorcerer and the Rotblood Sorcerer. So this is going to be pretty cool because we didn't really have any sort of magic except for some of the boss fights, which you didn't even fight the boss, like the seer rats. So there was magic, but it wasn't like you're directly fighting it. So this is gonna be pretty cool that they're bringing in sorcerers. Not a ton of info is given about them. This is more like background on what they are and what they look like. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Yeah. I can speculate higher armor, higher attack, like that. They look friggin' awesome though. Like, look at this, and you can see some bulwarks, and I assume a savage right there. So they're looking, it's looking great. This game's looking fantastic, you know. I'm super excited. I hope you all are. So if you have any questions or anything, or want to discuss, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.